What's happening, y'all? I am the Baldkin Nostalgic, and this is SlickBlast RapCast. My special guest, as there was confusion on my behalf. There was confusion. I forgot that Psycho Les was in Cali, so that's my bad. But David, what's going on? Rick, what up? So this is gonna be pretty cool because my alter ego, BBP, the Bruise Brothers, the Bruise Brother, and then P Stout, my two alter egos, beer characters, I'm going to be intertwining with Psycho Les of the Beatnuts, as he's a craft beer junkie as well, and I'm pretty hyped for this. So, yeah, so this whole time everything was scheduled perfectly fine. I just forgot that he was in Cali. So the timing was pretty good. So the gentleman will be on. Here we go. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, that's my bad. Forgot you were in Cali, so perfectly scheduled and everything's smooth. So we'll have the gentleman Psycho Les on of the Beatnuts, the legendary Psycho Les. And man, looking forward to kicking it and chopping it up. And then we'll display the beers that we have, break down our beers, and then we'll talk music, obviously, and talk about his other projects that's going on. So, all right. So what I'll do is, yeah, I'm gonna go live, brother. All right. Hope everybody's having a smooth Tuesday. NBA preseason's going on. A lot of horror stuff, a lot of horror series.
Yeah.
What's up, my brother?
What's poppin'?
Yeah, man, everything's good. Life is good, man. We're still alive. We're above ground.
Hell yeah. And still drinking.
That's right. Man, I wanna salute you, my brother. I have something in my hand. So you have your beer in your hand?
I mean, I still didn't crack it yet.
Okay.
I'm drinking this some shit I caught out there. It's vanilla. It's like a vanilla beer.
Okay.
Vanilla bean. It's kind of cool, you know.
I like that. All right, cool.
Let's see what's up.
We'll crack open our beers together then.
Of course, if you don't know about the new mug, come on, bro.
I didn't want to use mine because of the autograph. I didn't want to mess mine up, man, but maybe I could use it.
Oh, you still got the original? Oh, you got the original. See, you gotta get the new jumbo one.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that then. So what I'll do is keep this one like this.
Keep that one, then you get the jumbo.
Yeah, I get the jumbo to drink.
The jumbo's to drink, yeah. You know.
Definitely.
That's how you do it.
Hey, so all right, I love it. Hold on. Let's pour at the same time. All right, I got a stout here that I want to show you as well.
See, this is kind of light.
Look at that pour. Look at that pour. Beautiful. All right.
But just imagine a vanilla bean taste, like, whoo.
Okay, I like it. All right, let me show you what I got, Psycho.
What you got?
Okay, this is because it's Halloween. So this is fudgie Krueger. This is from Michigan, right?
That's dope.
So yeah, man, this is a vanilla. No, this is an oatmeal stout. So it's a basic stout, but it has coffee and chocolate and all that good stuff. Vanilla.
Mm.
All right. So this is from Michigan. My homie Dave picked that up for me while he was over there. So
I was drinking earlier at the podcast. I was drinking some new slushies and shit, like some yeah, you know.
Those slushies are good, by the way.
Slushies are. I forget that it's beer, man. And that shit is like I'm drinking juice.
For real. Salud, my brother.
Mm-hmm. Cheers, bro.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before we start this convo, man, I want to say thank you for giving me your time and welcome to SlickBlast RapCast, my brother. This is a long time coming overdue for me. I've been a fan, obviously, since day one. So I appreciate you being on with me, brother.
Nah, it's all good, B. You know, we on this platform. We gonna use it and we gonna help each other out.
That's right. That's right. And I want to give you your flowers physically right now while you're here, my brother. So I'm throwing the virtual flowers at you. I think it's important. You know? Yeah. So let me raise up this volume, man. All right. And let me make sure the earbuds are working correctly. Because I hear you clearly, but I hear you like on a speakerphone. All right. So but you're sounding nice and clear. Let me just get my earbud situation together. All right.
Salud, mi gente. I see some people on there, you know.
Yeah,
Gorilla
man.
Trump was good. You know, we in the lab. I'll give you a little sneak, my little setup.
Woo!
No, but we got some things going on, you know.
I like that. Hey, so can you hear me nice and clear without the earbuds? I'm thinking we're good
You good?
without.
You good? Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I don't need the earbuds. That's beautiful. All right. Cool, man. Well, man, welcome to SlickBlast RapCast once again. This is one half of the iconic Beatnuts, and this is the legendary Psycho Les, monster for music, dope MC, and a dope beat maker. So, man, give yourself a round of applause, bro. Like,
Hey, I mean,
head
come
of
on.
the shoulder.
You know, it's you know, you just gotta I guess you just gotta come from that era, man. You know, we born in that era where we do it all, man. We DJ, we rap, we fucking whatever. We go to work, we got families, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whatever.
Absolutely. But we're grateful for what you guys did, obviously in the golden era, the 90s, and the fact that you guys are still relevant and dope. That's beautiful. So continue that, my brother. And cool, man. So let me let's as we're having these tasty beers. So what's the name of your beer again? I'm curious, bro, because you're in Cali and that's dope.
Cali creamin'.
Ooh.
Cali creamin'.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Beautiful. How long? So, bro, my wife, this is kind of a connection thing. My wife is originally from Southern California in Anaheim, and we just visited there about 4 weeks ago. And, bro, I forgot that you were in the West Coast. I completely forgot that, and I apologize because, yeah, man. How do you like it?
Yeah, I'm loving it, you know. I can't complain, man, you know.
Right? It never snows. How can you complain?
Exactly. I'm good out here, you know.
Yeah. So I've been, it's crazy, bro. I've been trying to manifest it, you know. I've been in Chicago all my life, all 41 years.
Yeah.
My wife's been here for 4 years from Cali. It's backwards now. Now she's like, oh, I'm good here, and I want to go over there.
You want to? I mean, it all depends, man. What you trying to do, man? If you know,
yeah.
If you're trying to expand it in the beer world, this is the place to come, man. You know,
bro.
I'm right now. I'm sitting down with a few different breweries and people. You know, we're trying to come up with this Psycho beer, Psycho IPA. So it's coming soon. You know, I'm working on it.
So that you just took one of the questions I was gonna ask you. You just literally answered it. So
you know, we working on things. You know, I'm trying to, like you said, you know, we got to do what we love to do. So I want to make money off things that I love. To you know, like I love beer. I want to make money off beer. If I like smoking weed, let's make a strain. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because and I love hip hop goes with everything, man. You know, music is goes with everything. So
absolutely, and I love the fact, and again, man, Psycho Les is a super humble cat. I love the fact that you're obviously an OG, you're a legend.
Hell yeah.
But the fact that you're a simple, humble dude, that's cool. That you're simple. You know, I love that about you. So, look at. By the way, let's show everybody. Psycho Les was cool enough to assign the OG. This is the OG mug. Look at that. I still got it on display, like show off your gems status.
That's the first time I ever signed the glass to one of my mugs, because nobody ever wants me to sign the mug. So I'm like,
are you serious, bro?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I was the first one. That means a lot.
Yeah, so you good. You could put that one and get one of these. These are like the real ones, like, you know.
Okay. Got you. I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna be ordering actually in a couple of days. I'll be hitting you up. So I'm
yeah,
of course.
I'll send you a discount code or something.
I love it, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So cool, man. Let's and that's one thing I wanted to talk about, because again, you know, you're a part of the Craft Beer Junkies collective, you know, our group chat, and I appreciate you for that, for being down with us. We try to post whatever we can, you know, but sometimes life gets in the way and busy. But so Mers, real quick, because Mers is a beer connoisseur somewhat. And I'm trying to manifest it for you, so that way there's a brewery called New World Ales, and I've noticed that they seem to get MCs on their beer. So far they got Shock G, the legendary Shock G, rest in peace, on the ground. And then Murs, obviously, you know, he's a dope MC from the West, the legend. So I was thinking, bro, like manifesting it, like, man, I think a Psycho-less beer from New World Ales from California would be perfect, bro.
You guys get it out there in Chi-Town?
Unfortunately, we don't, man. So my brother-in-law, thankfully, he's been priority shipping the beers. Nice. Yeah, the beers from Cali. He'll ship it to me, and I get it in 2 days. So
at least you get it. I'm fuck it.
Exactly. So I bless him with some cash on the side, and he keeps them coming. You know. So
that's how you got to do it. Hell yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. You already know.
But yeah, I look into that. Send me the link, and we see what's good. You know.
I will, my brother. Definitely. I'm gonna help you with that, and you know, that way we bring it to life. Mm-hmm. Damn, that beer looks delicious, by the way. So what's good. The percentage on that? What's the percentage on that?
Let me see.
This is the Bald Kid Nostalgic, kicking it with Psycho-less, none other of the Beatnuts, the monster from music, Latino legend of the Beatnuts. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everybody being on.
Like it says 5 or something.
Okay, so it's a mellow, it's more of a chill. Okay.
Yeah. Like gotcha. I had these when I was at the beach a few weeks ago, and I still had some in the fridge. So I'm always just buying some random shit because I like to try new shit out. As long as it's cold and it tastes good, you know.
Yes, absolutely, my brother. So cool, man. Let's get into a little bit. I will keep continuing talking beers and gems, of course. And you were obviously on the Homie Destroys show off your gems. That guy is amazing, by the way. And I saw the episode you were on, bro. A lot of us did.
Yeah.
I'm still bugging on that dope $1 million action figure you had, the $1 Million Man.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I showed y'all, motherfucker.
I remember it, dog. He had Sergio Valente jeans on.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Sergio Valente down. Yeah.
I was like, only Psycho-less would have something like that.
Word.
That's so dope.
I couldn't believe when I found it. I was like, what? I never in my life seen this shit. I just copped it. It was nothing, like $10 or some shit.
$10?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, you came up. You came up nice. That's super dope.
I bought, you know, I was in Japan maybe like 10 years ago, and I caught a Boy George doll. Boy George.
What?
Yeah.
The
legend, Boy George. And it's like, I bought him for like $10 out there too. And I came back home and looked him up. He was like on eBay, like for almost $1,000 and shit.
Oh my God. You already know. I call him the hype beast, the eBay hype beast. You know, they try to jack up the prices and,
but hey, man.
Yeah, I get it though, but it's cool that you appreciate it. I know that you appreciate it. So
yeah. Hell yeah.
Woo! That was a nice come up. So cool, man. Let's get into some music, man. I wanted to, as I like to say, I'm a big Back to the Future fan, so I always like to say, let's get in the virtual DeLorean and go back if that's cool with you, man. I wanted to pick your brain a little bit. All right, and first and foremost, man. What was the first song do you remember as a shorty that you said to yourself, okay, I can do this and I can make hip hop? Like, what was the first song that moved you in a way where you're like, you fell in love with the essence of hip hop?
Well, the first hip hop beat that ever caught my ear and it made me think and stop for a second and be like, wow, this shit sounds fire. And
yeah.
Was Sucker MC.
Ooh, Run DMC.
Yeah, Run DMC when they.
Oh my goodness.
So it was like, you know, I never heard raw drums like that and raw rhyming. Just no bass lines, no nothing, just and loud as fuck coming out of a boombox, a big boombox. And I was a shorty, you know, and I was like, that shit just changed. You know, I was like so shocked with you know, like I loved it.
Yeah, beautiful. I see that. Wow, and that's obviously that's one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
Run DMC. They're one of the foundations of this culture. All right, so
after the Run DMCs, we just started getting hit with the LL Cool J's, the Beastie Boys, the Fat Boys, and I forget it. I was going to the record store at 13 buying vinyls on Sugar Hill Records and all that shit. So
damn. And you know what's crazy about this, Les? That your sound, obviously, you and Juju, your sound, you guys meshed perfectly well, obviously, the chemistry. And the fact that your beats too, bro, that jazzy butter smoothness, like the Native Tongues flavor. And I feel like you guys are part of the Native Tongues, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, that's who we started with. That's
Exactly.
we learned a lot being around Africa in the studio, with Jungle Brothers and all of them. So,
Man.
we had to go through that experience to become the Beatnuts. That's how we met Chris Lighty. Rest
Okay.
in peace.
Rest in
And
peace.
he's the one that put us on. He had a new label deal with Violator Records, and that's it. We was the first production group, and we
Yeah.
said it.
And respectfully, because I'm sure people want to know, they're curious, and some people are scared to ask, but I'm gonna ask you because we got love for each other and respect. In terms of fashion, Al Tariq, are you guys still civilly? Are you guys cool? Is everything cool, or how's that?
I always been cool with Fash. Me and him.
Okay.
We even made an album later, like a few years ago.
Yes.
We made an album, and just recently he hit me up talking about some legal shit going on with his lawyers. How he got fucked out of a couple of songs or something in the past.
Okay.
So I just said, hell yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah.
Get on it, because me and Juju got nothing to do with that. We do production.
Right.
You trying to get your writers money, so we don't got nothing to do with writers.
Absolutely.
So,
That's separate. Absolutely.
yeah. So
okay. That's dope. And again, man, this is genuinely this is special for me to have you on because again, bro, and you're not old by any means. I'm not old. It's all about state of mind and where you're at mentally, right? And your soul. But man, I'm gonna tell you right now, my cousin Nelson is probably on. Me and him bumped the cassette, and he still has the cassette. My cousin Nelson, he's 42. I'm 41. Let off a couple. The Spot, the remix album, The Spot.
yeah.
We used to bump that, let off a couple, specifically that song. We would bump that song. We would literally rewind it, let off a couple. He had a Delta 88, bro. So he had sounds, right? He had those sounds thumping. And we were the only cats on the block that knew about the Beatnuts, and because everybody else was on the mainstream stuff and Master P. I don't know, and I get it, and look at my cousins right now in my Delta 88, 1985. There you go. That's my cousin Nelson.
All right.
Had to shout him out because me and him experienced that together with you guys. So let off a couple, man. You guys, what made you that beat is so perfect to me. It's just, how did that come about, bro? Like, how did you and Juju come up with that concoction?
Hey, man, we just had a lot of records. We collect a lot of records at that time, and we would just roll up to the studio with crates because, those early days, we didn't have equipment in the house. So we had to just use the studio equipment. So all we had was ideas and records.
Damn.
So I would hear shit in the house, and I'll know, okay, we're gonna catch this part and flip it with these horns and put these drums on the MP and whatever, and we'll just make this shit right there on the spot.
That's dope, man. That's so dope. And another thing I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to keep throwing stuff at you because it's just memories are coming back to me as we're speaking, naturally. So, and then here's the thing I always thought about. So I have a segment on my show. It's called Mix and Match, and you'll love it, bro. I'm telling you, Krueger of the Fat Boys, the remaining alive, only member of the Fat Boys. He was on my show not too long ago. Real good guy as well, down to earth. And he said, man, we got to do a mix and match with MCs. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to set that up with you guys. So basically, mix and match, it's like fantasy football. So you have a list of 10, right? For example, Psycho Les got a list of 10. Cool Rock Steer, the Fat Boys got a list of 10. I got a list of 10. And the fourth guy. So you'll make up your own collabos, bro. Basically, your dream scenarios, whoever you want. For example, Psycho Les and the RZA, produced by Dan the Automator.
Mm-hmm.
You get it? And you have a list of 10, and then we break down each other's list, and then obviously, so it would be dope for you to participate in that in the future once we get it going,
I'll check it out.
Yeah, man. So and then so Intoxicated Demons, man, it's amazing that people are still bumping that album to this day. It's still relevant. I mean, it's ahead of its time.
I mean, yo, I thank God for the equipment and the good music, because if not, it wouldn't have lasted this long, man. You know, those. Thank God our drums and everything was hard enough to still last today, still, you know,
Yeah,
hitting and shit.
absolutely. And how was your relationship, by the way, with Biz Markie, man? Because obviously, you know, you're a
Yeah,
clown when the
I
Music
got
Massacre.
yeah. Back, I know Bismarcky since like since the '80s, late '80s. Like I used to be like right after in high school. I used to work at this record store, so he would always come over there in Manhattan, and you know, he would always walk in there and throw me a title of a song or something, and we'll start talking about beats, and just always, you know, we're talking about breaks and shit, break beats and all that shit. So
Damn. So I mean, I think that's special to say that you knew Biz Markie, because obviously he was a very genuine human being, and that guy. It seems like everybody enjoyed his company, right? From what it looked
yeah,
like.
he was man cool, man, you know, and you know, he was a collector like me, so we collect a lot of the same shit, you know. He was
Yeah,
into
because I know he was a big gem head as well with the action figures, right, and all that stuff.
toys, yeah, just anything. I remember him telling me like he had some crazy like Barbie dolls from some crazy, you know, crazy shit.
Yeah, right. Some that's cool. Some rareness, you know.
Yeah, rare shit. So you know, that's cool, man.
That's super cool. And another thing that came to mind, bro, because I've been with the action figures, I'm trying to do a homage for MCs that I admire, and obviously artists that I grew up enjoying, even currently,
Yeah,
making action figures out of them. You know,
yeah.
because I have my 3D sculptor, I have my Toy Connects, and what a Cyclist, I don't know, bro,
I
Cyclist
was,
action figure.
yeah, I was talking to my friend, because my friend is another one that he collects, and he wants to make Beatnuts, and I was like giving him that. I was like, yo, you know, the Beatnuts, we come with little MPCs, a little
Yeah.
turntable, a little crate of records. We could have headphones. Definitely come with a mug, and you know, so you got cool action figures, you know.
Absolutely. So that, hey man, if your boy snoozes, I'm gonna step in.
Yeah, I mean, what whoever steps up first, let's go.
Let's do it. Yeah, because I'm telling you, bro, I got the people for that, genuinely. So I'll definitely reach out to you outside of this.
Yeah.
Um, so can we talk, man? Here's a slept on album that I feel like is underappreciated, and it's obviously you had Alchemist on there. You had Sean P. You know which one I'm talking about? Your
Oh,
compilation album.
thank God.
Yes,
Thank God. Yeah. Yeah.
dude.
A lot of people sleeping on that compilation. I had everybody on that
You
album.
literally had everybody on
Yeah.
that compilation.
Yeah. And you know what? And I produced every track on that album. So
Yes.
now I got two new albums dropping, and one of them I'm doing with Be Real.
What?
Yeah. And I'm
Oh my
producing that one. And
God.
I got another album with Eric Bobo and Stu Bangas, and I'm not producing nothing.
I like that.
New
You
one.
see, yeah, Stu Bangas. I'm a big fan of Stu Bangas. He's a good dude, and I actually purchased one of his shirts recently. But his son is obviously talented.
Yeah.
Young Bangas. I saw that on IG, and I was gonna ask you that about Stu Bangas. Dude, that's crazy that you got with him.
I got so yeah, that it's good to like this project with Stu Bangers and Eric Bobo. Like I'm not touching the beats at all, so I'm
Good.
just strictly on the pen, just
I,
writing psycho shit, you know. So
I like that. And how do you feel about that? You feel more relaxed with that, where you don't have to
yeah,
be
yeah, it's
working?
definitely, you know. I mean, yeah, it's definitely, I knocked the project out faster. If it was me on the beats, you know, I'll be worried about beats and the
Yep.
snare and this gotta be louder, and now I don't got to worry about that. I just got to worry about.
Yeah, you're a perfectionist. That's what you do.
I plug the mic up right here. I do everything. There's the house right here.
That's right. That's the foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a song on so Inspector Deck happens to be my favorite MC of Wu-Tang, and that's hard because they're all dope in their own right and great.
Mm-hmm.
But Inspector Deck has always been my favorite since high school.
Yeah.
And you have a song with Inspector Deck, DJ with the Damager, and the
Yeah.
Chocolate Boy Wonder on one track.
Yeah.
Bro. And I'm like, do people forget? Like, I get it. There's so many albums on now Spotify and streaming sites. but you have to take the time to listen to absorb one album. Does that make sense? Like absorb one album and take your time. It's like a homework assignment. Take your time for those 1 or 2 days and absorb the whole album instead of listening to 6 albums in one day. I can't do that, bro. Like for me, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, that was a cool album, you know, and we had a nice single and everything. And it was all you know, like it came out on my own label. It was all my production. It was, you know, everything out of my pocket. So after I was just trying to figure out new other projects, you know, come. So
absolutely. And that, so you said the Stu Bangas and Eric Bobo Cypress Soul, is that when is that officially happening?
The joint with Be Real, we're still finishing it. We'll probably drop that next year.
Okay.
The one with Stu Bangers, we're gonna be in the studio soon, and we're about to drop a single. Like we got already 3 good singles that could qualify for a bang. So we're gonna, this shit is dropping like next week or 2 weeks.
Wow.
So, and then we got some joints. I got a joint with Lord Jamon, that's retarded. I got
yes, sir.
Another joint with FT, Street Smarts. I don't know. He's you know,
I remember Street Smarts.
Yeah. He's a great MC to me, you know.
He's underrated, by the way. I think that
they're super underrated. So that's why sometimes I gotta explain them to people because they don't know who the fuck I'm talking about. But that's, you know,
bro. You know, thank God for the Source magazines. When I was a teenager, like going to 7-Eleven with my cousin Nelson at the time with us, we would walk to the corner 7-Eleven by the crib, and we would always be hyped for the new Source. So Street Smarts was in one of the sources, and that's how we knew about that cat.
Hey, Metal Things.
Metal, come on, now Metal Things is an anthem. That's
Metal Things, Heavy Metal Thing. Yeah, that shit was
cool. We packed Heavy Metal Things. Yep, yeah. Classic material. Speaking of which, you would appreciate this. I had the gentleman, our cartoon artist that did the last word on the Source, the cartoons in the end. Yeah. I had him on recently, actually. Nice guy, by the way. Super nice guy. He's a school teacher now, man, in New York. He's a school teacher.
All right.
Yeah, cool. So real dope dude.
School teachers is having it hard right now in New York with the whole fucking mandates, and you know, I know a couple of teachers that are on the street protesting right now, like they lost jobs and all that, and I'm like, yo, turn around and sue the fucking government. Fuck them, you know, like.
I agree.
When you know, like the same thing, all these MBAs losing their jobs. I'm like, motherfucker, when you signed that contract, that wasn't a part of the deal.
Right. Yeah.
Vaccines, get the fuck out of here. That's a lawsuit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And they gotta stay on top of it to do that.
All these motherfuckers is about to go down. So
yeah.
Just holding tight and just got that music coming. So
absolutely, man. Well, that's the beauty of hip hop music, man. It's just therapeutic, and the fact that you can make as much as tracks as you want at projects, that's great. You know, I think that's cool. That's the freedom. Yeah. So cool, man. Let's get back into the beer business because obviously we're craft beer junkies for a reason. Name some. I noticed, and I pay attention, man. Sweetwater. I noticed that's one of your bread and butter beers, right? Because you have.
I love the Sweetwaters, man.
So, what is it that you like about Sweetwater in particular? The IP. What categories for them do you like? The IPAs.
Pretty much everything they have. You know, it's nice. Their IPAs are nice. You know, the collabos they had with the Insane.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was drinking those. I still have some of those in the fridge. So
the B is it the Be Real ones, right?
Be Real ones, yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 in the fridge. I haven't opened them yet. I haven't even drank them yet, bro. To be honest.
Yeah,
I got to do that at some point.
They're pretty good.
Okay, so Sweetwater.
As of lately, I've been on them slushy beers and fucking guava and pineapple.
Yes.
This fucking. So, you know,
the pineapple, the citrusy flavor ones.
Yeah.
Me too. I love those. I love those a lot, actually. A lot of flavor in that. So have you hit up, because you live in Cali, which is super cool. Once again, my wife's family and my wife's from over there. She's over there originally. Bottle Logic, if you haven't checked it out, bro, it's in Anaheim. Bottle Logic, I highly recommend it, bro. It's a very, very good spot. And they have the stouts are very good. They have a peanut butter and jelly one, and they have one the Spaceballs movie. Remember,
Yeah.
Jam the Radar.
Mm.
So they have a raspberry jam stout dedicated to Spaceballs. It's pretty dope.
I love stouts too, man. You know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's because I got how I'm the Brews brother, and then I'm P Stout. That's my other alias. So I'm a big stout guy too as well.
Yeah.
You already know. DJ Hector V, what's going on? Stacy, we want to thank everybody for being on with us. Once again, SlickBlast RapCast, kicking it with the homie Psycho Less of the Beatnuts.
Word up. Yo, I see my people. Shout out to the Syndicate Radio. You know, I'm working with them. They're helping me out with the new video that I'm dropping with Eric Bobo and Stu Bangas, the cartoon, comic book video. It's gonna be like a comic book, but it's a video, and it's to one of my songs.
Oh my God, bro. Lord have mercy. So I'm gonna definitely follow those guys then, because if they're doing all that comic book stuff, that's right up our alley, bro.
Definitely, and we're working on some podcast things for the future also.
Super dope. And that's one great thing about social media, man. That's one of the positive things about this, that we can network now and talk like this. Because back in the day, you already know, Psycho, it was us going to Sam Goody to buy a Beatnuts cassette or CD, and that's how we communicated, by listening to you guys, right?
Or
30 years later in the making.
That was the only way I could ever meet my fans too.
Yeah.
At a meet and greet or a concert or wherever, I couldn't just sit in my house and talk to people and shit,
Right. It was pay phones, asking your mom, look, can I talk to somebody and stay over, play some video games and listen to hip hop until 2 in the morning. So
but Chi-Town always had love for the Beatnuts. We've been coming out to the Chi for the longest,
Absolutely.
Common sense, and before, No ID and even Kanye West, he's I consider Kanye West like my little brother, he was our little brother, our little student. He learned everything from us, Beat, No ID, VIC.
Yep. Because No ID was one of the guys that taught him to make beats. So that's crazy that you're saying that. You guys are obviously a part of that. That's super dope. The homie DJ Hector V joined. Yeah, welcome, brother. He said, Total Chaos produced by Eric Bobo and Stu Bangas, one of the dopest tracks this year. Yeah, we agree.
And the video is looking crazy. So, yeah, it's something new, something to look forward to.
So hyped for that. So I'm gonna do a little mix and match scenario with you, because you produced New World Water, which is personally my favorite track, and respectively, Black on Both Sides. That's a classic album from top to bottom, right? But personally, New World Water, to me, that was my favorite track. I'm not being biased because you produced it, but just the production reminded me of water, if that makes sense. It was smooth and fluid like water. And
hey man, I give props to Mos Def. He's seen the water in that beat, because it was just a beat to me, and he made it come to life. And
absolutely, you guys both created this beautiful creation. And I always thought about it, man, like even back then, like hearing that track, as I currently still do, because how it is, you like to bump the old school 90s stuff and the classics. But imagine you and Mos Def now making, you producing his whole album. I can see that happening realistically. I don't know. Call me crazy.
Yeah, that could happen, Why not?
Why not? There you go.
We know each other, and he already knows the sound that I bring,
Absolutely. And the homie Hector said, okay, that's another thing. Okay, there you go. Hector, I was gonna ask Psycho less that earlier, but we were nerding out on beer and gems. So we'll ask it. Okay. The Alcoholics and the Beatnuts, Lick Nuts. Everybody, of course. It's just like the Nas and Primo thing. People are still waiting. Yeah. So any I'm not even gonna say any updates because life happens, but I'll just say any thoughts that crossed your mind, obviously, at some point? Or?
I mean, like I tell people, man, the album is there. It's not done, and it's 5 of us. You gotta remember, it's 5 of us. We tried to do tours. We tried to do shows. We tried to do a lot of things, and it was always difficult. Tours got canceled. Yeah. So So we came out with the Grumpy Crocodile. We did the video. We even did, I think we shot like 2 videos. So, you know, we gave y'all a few joints, you know.
Yeah, there you go. So
you
we
know?
can go back and YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, the original was supposed to be just a song, you know. Lick
Yeah,
Nuts
and
was supposed to be one song, and everybody just, they want this super group, you know.
right.
But like I said, man, sometimes it's hard to get people, you know, all on the same page.
Yeah, and Psycho Les, it's crazy, man, because I mean, you know, I'm an MC as well, and I started kind of late. I kind of Benjamin Buttoned it. I did it backwards in life, but I'm an MC as well, so I understand what you guys go through now. Because people are like, okay, I want to hear this next one. You just released something. I'm like, wait a minute, I want to let that breathe for like 6 months. Some life happens, like you said, and people get busy. Everybody has different lives, so it's kind of hard sometimes, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, we went on tour, and a lot it was you know, it was like, yo, it's hard going on tour with 5 people, you know. So
True.
me and Juju was like, yo, we'll make more money going out as the Beatnuts alone than
Right.
2 groups and trying to make it into one group, and you know, you understand?
No, absolutely. No, I absolutely understand and respect it. What was I gonna say? Oh my God, I just had it in my damn head. Oh, okay. KRS-One. I know that you've bumped into KRS-One. Have you? That's another collabo, dude. I'm throwing out names that I respect. Obviously,
Yeah.
KRS-One with Big Daddy Kane. They're doing a verses that I'm finally excited about because obviously the Raekwon and Ghostface was dope, but
That's not exciting as this shit right here.
there you go. That's what I was going with. That this is gonna be the most exciting thus far.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, man, we talk about it every day when we at the podcast, and we discuss it and we go back and forth.
Yep.
And ever since the day one, I went with Big Daddy Kane, and then the other day I started playing some KRS-One, and I was like, hold up.
Yep. You see.
But then today I was like, fuck it, we back on Big Daddy Kane, B.
So it's crazy that you're saying that, bro, because
you know why I came back to Big Daddy Kane? Because
okay.
I was like, okay, check this out. KRS got all the hard bangers, but Big Daddy Kane got the joints for the ladies.
Yeah, he's smooth.
He's gonna make the ladies go crazy. And
yes, he is.
So, and he got the hard shit too. So for the fellas, so
smooth operator.
Yeah. So
yeah, and for me, I mean, for me personally, I think KRS-One's catalog, I think is, I'm not gonna say better, but I'm going KRS-One's catalog, and then Big Daddy Kane's rhyme scheme and just his MC ability is so hard. Like you said, it's hard, bro. Yeah. It's tough because they're both phenomenal. So it's a win for hip hop nonetheless. And,
yeah, no doubt. It's either way, man. We all win at the end. A good show. We win a good entertainment, you know.
Absolutely. But speaking of, because we mentioned Lick Nuts and what people should appreciate that's already been done, and I agree with that. I saw that I think he got married recently. Was it? I think it was E Swift. Or no, J-Ro or E Swift.
Oh, J-Ro. Yeah, I think I seen something like he got married.
Yeah. So he got I believe he's a Christian now, and he's religious, which is dope. You know, I respect that. And that's another thing too with the alcoholics. Everybody seems to be going in different paths, and that's okay because if you want to hear something, go get the CD that you have at home or a cassette and revisit the classics. You know. So
exactly, man. Just like Beatnuts, you know, a lot of people, we need another Beatnuts album. We need another Beatnuts album.
Yeah.
Like, you know, me and Juju already discussed it. We're like, we're not making no more records. We just gonna let the old shit live, and you know, and just rock off that. We'll still do shows, and perform the hits, but it's like, you know, everybody got their own life already. Juju has his own life, you know. He's with his family. I got my thing going on. So
yeah,
you got to be, you know, to keep going in this rap game, you really got to be hungry for it, you know.
Yes.
And you really got to want to do it. I can't be forcing people, and you know. So
that's true.
It's like the alcoholics, you know. I can't force motherfuckers and make it happen, you know. Like you got.
You can't put a metaphorical gun to their head and be like, look, let's do it.
So basically, that's what I did, man. I just surrounded myself with motherfuckers that are hungry and ready to do this. So, you know, I'm doing a new album with Eric Bobo, Stu Bangas. He's hungry, you know. He's
Yes.
banging beats every day, and that's the way I am. Every day I'm here banging shit out, and a new album with Be Real is incredible. So
Come on now, and this is what I like you said, that the Beatnuts chapter is over in terms of recording, but I love the fact that you're expanding. It's still Beatnuts, but on other people's projects, so it's still
yeah,
Beatnuts,
yeah, still
no
Beatnuts.
matter what.
That's forever. Even
Yeah,
You know, Juju's still doing production too. It's just that as far as like, you know, writing, and he just like, I'm done with this shit, B, you know.
definitely,
You know.
definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
You get in that mood sometimes. Maybe he'll come back one day, you know, be like, yo,
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah. It's a mood and it's a feeling, man, and it's naturally how you feel moving
and
forward.
you can't force it either, man.
No, because then if you force it, you know the product's not going to be what you want.
Not good. Right. So yeah, man. I'm just, you know.
So one thing I didn't know, Les, fellow craft beer junkie, by the way, which is an honor. I did not know that you were in a movie, my dude.
Oh yeah. A
That's
few.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah. You know.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I was, you know, I do my research, but I don't like to cheat myself on Wikipedia. So I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
My cousin actually mentioned he was in a movie when you used to stay over back in the day in the late 90s. That he
Yeah.
was in a movie. I'm like, what?
It was some quick, you know, it's funny because the director of the movie was some young kid out of college, and he had an idea to put all these rappers from the street. So I actually hooked him up with Big Pun, bringing Big Pun to the movie, and bringing a couple of other rappers. AL, I got him in the movie, and you know,
Yep.
and it was we was doing this for nothing. It was no money involved. We was young and kids. We was like, fuck it. It's a movie. Let's be a part of this movie. Fuck it. We don't know. Whatever.
That's super
And
dope.
and it was good for the director kid because he went on to start doing big movies and major shit. And he's like a big director now. You
Really?
know, yeah. I gotta look his name up. I forgot his name, but
Okay. Man, God bless him. Wow, that's super cool that you were a part of that. And I gotta ask you this because Pun for me personally, and I know a lot of people can relate to this. My cousin said, "You talking about the hip hop witch?" No, that's no. He's laughing. It's another movie, cuz it's another movie. um, that's a Cinemax movie you're talking about. Cinemax After Dark. Big Pun, man. I'm gonna say it, and I'm not afraid to say it. He's the illest. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm a proud Puerto Rican. We're all Latino, of course. Big Pun to this day, even in hip hop heaven, he's still the illest Puerto Rican on the mic.
Yeah, man.
Hands down.
I mean, me speaking for Big Pun, what he
Yes.
want to hear, the words that would come out of Pun is like, fuck that Puerto Rican shit. He's the illest, period. Like,
Ooh.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cousin said top 5 MC, period. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. You white, you black,
doesn't matter.
would go at your head, and you know, he did records with Nas and all that, and he fucking you shoulda chatter. What? Come on, he fucking shit on you and shit. What? He killed everybody on that verse.
Yep.
You know, he killed everybody. Nas, Nature, whoever the fuck was on that album. He had Jada Kiss, whoever.
Yep.
Pun killed it, and he showed you right there.
He was Mr. Steal Your Track, I like to call it.
Yeah, exactly. And he was definitely one of those rappers that, like, I'm on the track with this guy, and I got to fucking write some magical shit. So
absolutely. So I would like to know, man, from you, because I like to know cool stories that we obviously don't know about, you know, sharing with us. Is there any funny, because I know that Pun seemed like a comedy, like a funny guy, charismatic, obviously, right? He's a teddy bear. But any funny stories that you could share with us that you remember with Pun or had experience with? Any funny?
Too many funny stories. Like, yeah, yeah. I mean, he was just like a prankster. He was like a clown all the time, joking around, always pranking. I remember one time, a quick story, real quick. We were shooting a video, and anywhere he sat, he'll just be letting out gas, like brah, brah, Bram, Bram. And so one of the video cats left his phone like on the side, so he grabbed the phone, like boom, and he just lifted up his blubber and slid the whole phone. So you know, back in the days, the phones had the fucking holes with the buttons.
Right. Yep.
So, yo, every little hole, everything was covered in cheese. It was just all cheesed up, like the shit. Yo, he put the phone back. The dude came back to grab the phone. He was like, "Yo," so this shit smelled like ass. Like,
Oh,
so
I love it.
crazy
That's
shit.
super
Yeah.
dope. What how you liking his son stuff, man? Because it's almost eerie how his son. I mean, his son sounds like, I mean, similar style, obviously, but he's
Yeah.
not his dad. But he's definitely doing a good job with the
Yeah.
rapid flow style, right? Like his son.
Yeah. Nah, I like Chris, and I like his shit. I just think he needs direction, man. He don't have somebody like us directing him, or you know, a Fat Joe that's supposed to be there directing him or helping him. But he just, you know, he's nice, but he's like all over the place. He needs to like, you
Right.
understand?
I agree. No, I know what you're saying. Definitely. Well, hey, you heard it from Psycho Les, so it's obviously a certified, certified statement saying that. So, because you already know.
Yeah, and I'm not hating on him. You know, that's
No,
what
no.
good. You know?
Right. But that's a good, no, it's nice insight that you're saying that. Any of the new, like any of the younger cats that you're looking at, what's his name from New York, man? He's all over the place. And he was on Destroy Show Off Your Gems. Shout out to Destroy. Little D, he's 16 years old. The Italian kid, Little D, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's from New York, but he's pretty good, man. He's 16 years old, but his parents put him onto the 90s stuff, so he likes to rap about the 90s stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well, this new project that I got with Eric Bobo and Stu Bangas, I'm bringing in a couple of new MCs that I look up to, and definitely new MCs that I could see in the future being big. So I got one kid, Jay Cruz, you know, from New York. Look him up on Instagram, Jay Cruz. We got a banger on the album too. So
damn,
and he's a young
I
kid,
never
like
heard of him.
20, yeah, Jay Cruz, and you know, he got bars. These kids got bars, but like I said, sometimes they need that direction. They need to be on the right track. They need to know how to, you know, put songs together and shit.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well said. Once again, we're kicking it with Psycho Les, SlickBlast RapCast, Craft Your Junkies edition. It's there you go, and then let me show everybody. By the way, PsychoLesShop.com. Go on his merch site. The man has dope beer mugs. I'm gonna be ordering. I got the OG one that he blessed me with, and then I'm gonna get that one as well. So everybody,
25 ounce right here.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm a big football fan, so for the Bears game, I'll be definitely drinking with that mug and taking my time.
Big pimp.
That's the big one, yeah, big pimping. So what you watching sports, man? By the way, you watching any sports? You
not really, but I'm hearing all the fucking ruckus in the background. People are talking, so you know, I just haven't had a chance to really sit down and even watch a game. But you know, yeah, when I get a chance, you know,
definitely. And what I'm gonna do, man, because well, God willing, man, because
I'm not in New York anymore. That used to be my thing, going to the bars and watching the football games and whatever the football games. So it's different out here. It's like I don't do that, you know. Like,
more mellow, right? It's just a different vibe. I got you. Well, definitely, man. The next time that my wife and I go visit her family, which I know we're gonna do it for sure next year, man, I'm gonna look you up, man. I'll hit you up, and we could go brewery hopping, man. It'll be a good time, you know.
For sure. Hell yeah.
Definitely, we'll do that. And all right, cool, man. So I with every guest that I have on, Les, I got to do it with you. It's only right. It's so I'm gonna bless you in the dead or alive. Okay, top 3. Take your time. We're chilling. No rush. Let it marinate. Dead or alive. Who is Psycho Les working with? It could be somebody that you never worked with. It could be an MC or producer. It's somebody in hip hop industry. Dead or alive. Who are you working with? If they said, let's do something this weekend coming up, like this, literally this Saturday or Friday, 3 people that come to your mind, Les, that you have not worked with, or that obviously, somebody that you've always admired personally.
Well, I would
Three of
say,
them.
yeah, I would. If I said the locks, is that considered one?
Yeah, that's yeah. You know what? Yeah, we'll do. That's one because
That's one.
we got to keep it. We got to keep it
Locks,
spice it up.
locks have to be. Busta's my boy. I could definitely make that happen, but I wouldn't mind a Busta beat and definitely Eminem.
Ooh,
We could
man.
definitely cook some heat.
Wow, you just mentioned three Hall of Famers. Obviously, Jada Kiss has been doing that even before Versus, but the Locks, they're all phenomenal MCs. And then you said Eminem
Yeah.
and the Dungeon Dragon, Busta Rhymes. I could tell you right now, my God. And I'm not even like you said, we're not hating in that sense. Like with Eminem, lately he's been doing more, mainstream stuff, and that's cool, trappy stuff. But he's still phenomenal with the. He's
That's
still
what I'm
phenomenal,
saying. But
no
we
matter what. Yeah,
Dusty beat.
that's what I'm saying.
He
Him
might
over.
he might go into that flashbacks of back in the days and start
That's
some fucking,
yes.
because that's what it triggers. That's
Yep.
that's what our music triggers, like the best out of the motherfucker.
Yeah. You bring the best out of him with your production. He'll definitely take it back to that battle rap Eminem realm, and he'll
Yeah,
kill it. He'll murder it for sure.
killing shit. Hell yeah.
I love it. I love it, man. So so Biz Markie. So you've obviously big pun, Biz Markie. How about Shock G? Because now you live in the Bay Area. Have you
Yeah.
ever conversated with Shock G from
Shock
Digital
G, I
Underground?
ran into him a few times, and we even did a concert back in the days, Beatnuts, and I think it was the underground, digital underground.
What?
Yeah, we did a show back in the days.
Damn.
It was somewhere. I was twisted, of course, drinking and intoxicated demons. We don't remember shit, but I
Right?
remember doing the show with them, and even Pac was in the club running around somewhere. I didn't get to catch up with him, but
Wow. That's amazing, man. The stories that you're coming up with all these legends are super dope. And you lived it, obviously. You lived that. So
yeah.
the golden era, no doubt. The homie Master Rock said M is better than ever. Hey man, I mean, like I said, but put him on a Psycho Les beat. I'm just saying. That's why we gotta bring stuff like this to life.
Have you ever heard the Eminem on the No Escape in this beat?
Was it a freestyle?
I think it was a freestyle, yeah.
I
But
do remember that. Yes. Yeah. And you killed
destroyed
it. That was a while back. You're taking it back, man.
Yeah. I mean, I throw that in my mixes still. When I play the No Escape in this, I'll go into the Eminem No Escape, and people, it's a good mix.
Oh my goodness. And the homie DJ Hector V, by the way, he's one of my brothers. I've known him for 17 years. Good brother. Him and I saw you and Juju live, man. You remember in Chicago? It's called Subterranean. Is that
Yeah.
familiar?
Yes.
That's where we saw you at Sub T's, and this was about, if I'm not mistaken, 2006 or 2007. We saw you guys, you and Juju, and y'all rocked the crowd, man. And man, people were flooding the gates, and like me and him were trying to get you guys to sign a CD, but everybody was all over you. I'm like, damn, let's go get a burrito. We're gonna catch him on the next one.
I was surprised to see so many Latinos. The first time I went to Shot-Town, I was like, wow, there's a lot of fucking Latinos out here. I was like,
let me tell you, definitely a lot of Latinos in Chicago for sure. Too many, actually, a lot of them. It's almost like New York and California, the same concept, like a lot of Latino mixed with black and everybody else. So it's a nice melting pot,
Nice.
Man. So again, man, this has been dope, man. Just chopping it up with you, man, because it's I know you've been busy doing your thing, and who's the beautiful young lady, man? I think is the little baby that you take pictures with all the time.
Oh yeah, that's my daughter. Yeah.
God bless her, man. Yeah, she's full of life, and that's super cool, man.
Yeah, that's my life right there, man.
That's the foundation right there.
That's everything, inspiration for everything.
Yes, man. And well, God bless her, man. That's obviously, I can see that you're a good father because you're posting her all the time and while you're doing your thing. Does she bop her head to any of your beats, like any of the Beatnuts stuff that you ever play stuff like that, or?
She knows all my songs. When she hears my songs, she's right away. She says, "Papa, that's Papa's song." Papa's song.
What?
Yeah. And
That's
she likes James Brown music. Believe it or not, I played. I feel good, and she starts dancing right away.
woo.
So,
Well,
and
come
then
on now.
she'll tell you that's James Brown.
What?
Yeah, she's 2 years old, and she'll be like, "That's James Brown." Like she knows these things already. I'm like, wow,
God
this
bless.
little girls.
She's 2 years old.
2 years old, and she knows James Brown music.
That's so
Like, and
impressive.
she'll tell you that's James Brown.
So you know what that means? Obviously, she's cut from the same cloth musically. So as she gets older, she's already gonna have that natural ear for this dope music, right?
I hear her. I hear her singing already. When she watches her little programs, her little kids shows, she's over singing along, and it's like, wow,
That's super dope. Wow, man, that's amazing.
And matter of fact, I got her on one of the new songs too with the Lord Jamal. She got a little piece in there talking some baby stuff.
Woo! I love it. It's all about the kids, man. It's all about the kids. Once again, and tell everybody. Well, we won't tell everybody because I want to. I'm all being greedy. I'm like, I'm gonna cop Psycho Less's. You know what I'm talking about. But I'm not gonna say that. But again, is it Psycho Less? What is it?
PsycholessShop.com.
Okay, let me show everybody, okay? Because we got to promote that.
I try to make it real simple to remember, just the PsycholessShop.com.
Okay, look at that. Look at that dope sticker that he blessed me with. So Psycholess Shop.
We just got the new beanie hats in. So the same beanie black hat that I had, they're back in stock. So,
dude, yeah, I need a bucket hat in my life because I don't have one yet. And I'm bald. You know how that is, bro.
Yeah.
Bald life.
Can't fucking be baldy. I mean, you could, but it gets cold sometimes when you're bald head.
It does. You already know. Well, in Chicago, it gets cold. You know how that is.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But you're spoiled over there in the West Coast in the beautiful.
I'm enjoying it, man, because it's like, come on, we've been living the cold life all our life, and
that's
New
true.
York, Chicago's the same shit. I think Chi-Town's a little more, right?
It is, bro. No lie.
You guys,
there's days like if you walk outside, you get frostbite. Literally, you walking outside.
For real.
Throw out the trash. The homie Master Rock said another brother I went to high school with, Mark Anthony, La India. What do you mean by that, homie? Mark Anthony and La India, like collaborations, you mean? Or just, maybe he's talking about your daughter listening to all the legends. That's probably what he means by that.
Okay.
So, all right, Mark Anthony, La India.
Ain't La India like freestyle music or some shit?
Oh yeah, La India is salsa music, but but it's almost in the same realm. Yeah, freestyle music too. That's another thing, man. Latinos were definitely heavy in that culture with freestyle music. So Stevie B, I think about. Remember Stevie B?
Yeah, of course.
Come on now, the infamous Jerry Curl and
killing it.
He was killing it. He was smooth.
These artists are still around though. I just seen a Stevie B flyer out here. He's gonna perform in San Diego or some shit.
Speaking of oh my God, you took this crazy. So you're mentioning San Diego, and I was gonna mention Stone Brewery to you. Have you got a chance to hit up Stone Brewery? And
really, but I've been hearing that's where all the shit is at.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. They are. I'll say it for me personally. They're the Jordan, I think, of breweries because they're one of the founders. They're one of the OGs, man. To be honest, you know Goose Island because I know you're a big Goose Island fan. Which they're from Chicago. They're the OG. They're the original brewery in Chicago. So Stone has that same respect in terms of opening and staying long. So check it out though. Bro, I promise you'll love Stone, and the food is really good too. So whenever you have the chance with the fam, check out Stone. It's family oriented as well. So
cool.
Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, so yeah, and it's 2 hour difference over there. I realize, right? It's 2 hours earlier than here.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Yeah. And again, I apologize, man, because I was like, I told my wife, I'm like, why am I thinking that Psycho Less is still in New York? I'm thinking back to back in the day, but then I'm like, he's in the West Coast, so it all made sense when you were like, hey, bro, my time is 9 o'clock. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So I apologize.
Everybody telling me, we're gonna do it tomorrow, and I'm like, tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm glad it worked out, my brother. I'm
Yeah.
glad.
Shout
So
out to everybody on deck over here. What
yes,
checking us out.
absolutely. And
Word up.
once again, I want everybody to follow the gentleman that you spoke on earlier that's doing the Stu Bangas comic book flavor
Yeah,
video.
yeah. Syndicate Radio.
Okay, Syndicate Radio. So everybody go follow them as well.
Yeah.
Check them out. Man, Psycho. Here's one thing. If you can go back in time, okay, you can go back in time from the beginning. This is easy. This ain't gonna be that hard. I ain't gonna break your brain. If you can go back in time and just, would you record more albums, or do you think it's perfect the way everything was set up with all the albums? Do you think that your catalog, because I think you guys have a rich catalog. I mean, you have more than enough. Do you think you would have made more if none of this, the pandemic stuff or even the stuff before y'all decided to stop? You think you would have made more?
I mean, if it was up to me, we would have made more. How about that?
Ooh, okay. I like it.
But
certified. All right, there you go. Enough said right there. Psycho said it all with that. He said it all.
Cool.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to your family, man. And man, it's been a pleasure chopping it up with you.
Man.
And look at this. Yeah, cheers to you, my brother. This has been dope. This has been a dope chop up session. Never an interview, bro. Honestly, I don't. This to me,
we just we could anytime jump on whenever I see you. It's all love, man.
I love that, bro. And I have a lot of respect for you. And again, man, congratulations on all the success currently. God bless your daughter. I'm happy for you guys doing your thing in California. Anybody that you want to shout out that's special in your life? Anybody you want to shout out before we bounce out of this beautiful episode?
I mean, I just shout out everybody that's checking in right now. Follow me on the other page, also the SlickBlast .official.
Absolutely.
And SlickBlast Shop also got a page. You could check out the new hoodies. I got the new beanie hats. New mugs are in stock. These are 25 ounce. The one you got is I believe it's 12 ounce.
Yeah, this is a 12 ounce guy right here.
So you're gonna have double the throw two beers in this bitch. So so work,
Yeah.
And also, look for that new music. It's coming soon. The new video is dropping on Halloween. Total Chaos is dropping on Halloween day. It's a Sunday. So we all gonna tune into that and have some fun watching some cartoon funny shit. It's not gonna be funny shit either. It's gonna be some.
Ooh, and what he means by funny is it's gonna demolish your eardrums in a major way. It's gonna be that goodness, that boom bap goodness.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm gonna holler at you, by the way, when we get off air, man. I'm gonna so we can talk that action figure stuff, because I want to get involved. If I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but we'll talk though. We'll talk.
Let's make it happen. We talk. Hell yeah.
We'll do that for sure. Because again, I have love for you guys and the culture. And man, this has been a pleasure and a blessing to have you on. And I appreciate you, my brother. We'll obviously keep in touch with the viewers, and we'll keep this going. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, my brother. Hey, have a blessed night, man. Thank you again for being on. Okay.
Hey, keep doing your thing too, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you for sure, brother. One love.
One love.
Right. Peace. All right. We got the great. We shared a beer together. You're the best there is. Look at that. Shout out to the homie Thelma's son, by the way. Horror Dave, one of my other brothers, CNU fam, hooked me up with that beer. Hey, we made it happen. And my apologies for saying that we were going to reschedule, because it was never rescheduled. I forgot that he lived in the West Coast, so it was basically a 2-hour difference. So I dropped the ball on that one. He's a class act. He's a good brother, obviously, as everybody saw. He's a class act. He's a genuine good human being. This is a blessing. One of my hip hop heroes. I got to talk to him, and he's considered a homie. So I love it. Everybody, I want to thank you for being on with myself and the SlickBlast of the Beatnuts. And be on the lookout. There's gonna be a SlickBlast action figure coming soon. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna manifest that. All right. I got some other surprises as well in the works, and we'll little by little, everybody will check that out. But I want to say much love to everybody. Rubik's, yeah, thank you for blessing us with your time. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, I agree. Much love to you guys. I'm glad we got this done. I'm the Bald Kid Nostalgic, and this is SlickBlast RapCast. One love.